that Jordan had. Shannon, is there any truth to this?
No. And I want to know why Dennis Rodman feels he needs to keep LeBron's names in his dentures. It's not good enough. See, Dennis Rodman was out of sight, out of mind. And then all of a sudden, the documentary, I think 2 series ago, Skip, they're talking about him going to Vegas, and now all of a sudden he wants to be back in the national spotlight. See, it's not good enough. Skip, here's the thing. Dennis Rodman can say 1,000 words, and no newspaper, nobody will pick it up. But he says 1,001 word, and that one word is LeBron, you already know what's going to happen. And that's where we are right now, Skip Bayless. Why is this man constantly in your mouth? Because, see, this is what happens, Skip. And we've talked about this before. Everybody feels their era is the best. We feel sacred. We hold that dearly. And if somebody says somebody from a different era is better than somebody in us, we feel that's a knock on all of us because we're supposed to have the best. So now it lessens, it cheapens all of us. No, you can stand alone. LeBron can be great on his own. Okay, we want to debate the GOAT talk. Okay, fine. You like Jordan? I'm not finna fight anybody because they're saying Jordan's better than LeBron. I like LeBron. I'm not finna fight anybody on that stance, but that's just what I believe. But Dennis Rodman, for all of a sudden, every word that comes out of his mouth has something to do with LeBron. Skip, he can dress in a wedding dress, he can put on a wig, he can do all the stuff, and nobody would pay him any attention. But the moment he says something about LeBron, we already know it's going to be in a negative light, and it's going to spread like wildfire in the California hills. And that's what he keeps doing. Keep that man. That man is in quarantine with his wife and kid. He's training. He's not thinking about Dennis Rodman. But for some reason, we keep flipping over rocks, and this critter keeps crawling out from under it with something negative to say. Bruh, why you got to keep that man's name in your mouth?
Shannon, quick point of order. When Dennis Rodman dressed in a wedding dress, he was on the cover of every sports section in America. He was on magazine covers. He was hot in those years.
Skip,
he dominated the conversation when he was dating Madonna and Carmen Electra. He dominated national barbershop conversation. So,
Skip,
the reason I love Dennis Rodman, go ahead.
My only point is, Skip, yes, but you have to realize what happens now if he dresses in a wedding dress, if he cross-dresses. He's not in the NBA. He's not winning rebounding titles. He's not winning championships. He's not dating Madonna. He doesn't have that. So now what? The only way he can get his name in the headlines is by doing what? Trashing GOAT James. Come on, Skip, you know how this works. This is what I tell football players all the time, Skip. You might think you're different outside, but people want to talk to you and want to hear what you got to say because you're in the NFL. You'll find out once you're out of the NFL how many reality TV shows you get once you leave the NFL. Then come talk to your boy.
What I love and have always loved about Dennis Rodman is that beneath the crazy, wacky, dysfunctional Dennis Rodman is this sort of ineloquent brilliance, basketball brilliance, this simple basketball genius that allowed him at 6 feet 8 inches tall to dominate the league as a below-the-rim rebounder. Year after year after year, he led the league in rebounding at 6'8" because he was so instinctive. He had the gift of seeing it before it happened. And he had the pleasure and the honor of getting to play with Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He knows. This was a bullseye statement. Yes, he's being interviewed more because of The Last Dance. But if you ask him about LeBron, he's just going to tell you the point-blank truth that you can't handle. It's a bingo truth. It's right on the button because it's exactly what I've been saying since 2006 on national television. Michael wanted to win. He had that raging desire to win at any cost that LeBron just isn't built to have. LeBron's more of a lover than a fighter. LeBron, I've always said, he's a really nice guy, truly a nice guy, to a fault. He's too nice of a guy to lift a team and drive a team the way Jordan drove a team to 6 championships in 6 tries with 6 finals MVPs. In the end, Michael Jordan was about killer will and supreme mental clutch toughness and psycho drive that I don't see in LeBron. LeBron can degenerate under fire into this finger-pointing blame deflector who will tend to throw his teammates under the public bus. Witness the quote during the 2016 Super Bowl that we attended in Houston, in which he, after a game in New Orleans, a loss in New Orleans for the Cleveland Cavaliers, said, "We're top-heavy as, you know what, bleep." And Jordan never would have said that. Jordan's not going to dismiss his teammates. Jordan's going to do it behind closed doors that we're getting open now in the documentary. But he ridiculed and drove his teammates in practice, in the locker room, on the team plane. He did not do it through the media. There was no social media where LeBron takes these subtle, between-the-lines, passive-aggressive shots at Kevin Love. You know, are you with us or not? Are you within or without? I couldn't even understand what he was talking about, and I don't think Kevin could either. LeBron doesn't love one-on-one, face-to-face confrontation. He shies from that. He does it through social media. He was born to be on social media, and his billions of blind witnesses love him and follow him like this modern-day Pied Piper on social media, but they're blinded to what he really is until now. And I think billions of blind witnesses are getting their eyes open to, uh-oh, that guy, he was on another plane, another level from LeBron James. And that's all Dennis is saying, that rage to win, that drive, that thing, that Jordan had this great quote last night, Shannon, that just summed it up. And he got emotional when he was saying it, and he finally had to say break because he just couldn't talk anymore. But he said, my mentality was, I'm going to win at any cost, at any cost. And if you don't want to go with me on this, if you don't want to live with my regimented mentality, then I don't want you alongside me. And if you're going to stay beside me until you reach my level, I'm going to ridicule you. And if you can't reach my level, it's going to be hell for you. That's it. That's the essence. That's not LeBron James we're talking about. That's Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the GOAT. That's what made him the GOAT. It wasn't pretty. It was often ugly. Will Perdue said in the documentary, he often crossed the line, and he did. You call it bullying. I call it genius leadership. It's the way...
No, it's not genius, Skip. He crossed the line. The man is telling you he crossed the line. But you're saying it's okay because he won 6 championships?
It worked.
It worked well.
It worked. He said, I'm going to pull people along who don't want to be pulled along. That was Michael's quote last night. He zeroed in on the weakness in every one of his teammates, and he attacked their weakness in practice and in the locker room and tried to make it a strength that he could lean on and trust in big playoff games. And it worked because he did toughen up Horace Grant and Scott Burrell and Steve Kerr and Will Perdue. He toughened them all up and brought them up to his level come playoff time. Result, 6 for 6 in championships.
And see, and there the problem I have, Skip, is that because he's 6 for 6, everything he did to get that, we overlook. No, Skip, no way, no how. We can't do that, Skip. I get it. Michael Jordan is supremely talented, but you can't say bullying is okay. LeBron James says we're top heavy. You and others excoriated him. Well, he's taking shots. You can't do that. Michael Jordan took literal shots, not figuratively, literal shots. No.
He never took any shots publicly. Nothing through the media ever. He
No,
didn't take shots at Scott Burrell or Horace Grant in the media. No.
Skip, I said he took a literal shot. He punched the man in the face. That's not figuratively, that's literal. That's what the term figuratively and literally means. He literally did take a shot. What am I missing?
And did it work? What did Steve Kerr say? In a weird way, it was the greatest thing that could have happened. I stood up to him, and I won his respect. And Michael was quoted last night as saying, I gained respect for him. All of a sudden, they're on equal footing. I can trust him to take a big shot and make a big shot in a big finals game. Bingo. Way to go, Michael.
And then we're looking at the documentary. He's calling Scotty Burrell a garden utensil, a garden instrument. How many times? What is that motivating? Now I got to step you. I got to check you, bruh. I'm not going to continue to let you call me out my name. Skip, this is unacceptable. Skip, we got to stop this. This is not okay. Skip, you can't say because he was 6 for 6. Everything that he did to get there is okay. That's what you're doing. You can't do that. It's okay to say Jordan was unbelievable, but some of the things he did was wrong. It's okay to say some of the things that he did was wrong. You're window dressing. You're green lighting. Everything he did to get to 6 and 6, and that for me will not fly.
I'm getting goosebumps talking about this because I was there. I saw it from the inside out. He was relentlessly all over ridiculing Scott Burrell. And he pushed him. He even said last night, I